So I'm back again, and I'm a little fresher than I was on the last video, and I figured it'd be a good time to talk about it.
Why was I such a zombie?
And why am I a little bit fresher now? Let's get into it, shall we? King D back with another one, and this video is called Sometimes Doing Nothing is Productive. Now I know what you're thinking, what the hell? How can doing nothing be more productive? Well, let me tell you it can. And I learnt this one out very recently. So I've been doing YouTube now for 3 months, and it's been a journey. I've enjoyed it. But what I will say is I've been on it. So say I work 40 hours a week, and then I'm pricing up jobs, I'm measuring up jobs, which has been quite hectic recently as well. I've got my kids on weekends, I've been dating, I'm going to the gym 3 times a week, I'm exercising at home, I've got to do my own housework, I've got to cook for myself, I've got to eat, I've got to shower. I'm constantly on the go. Literally the only downtime I really have is 5 minutes on social media with a cup of tea at work, or while I'm sat on the bog. And what I found was I was dragging my feet at work, my back was playing up, I was getting tired. And looking at that last video, I mean, I recorded that about a week ago and only got round to editing that one, and I'm looking back and I'm thinking, Jesus, proper zombie right there. And this is the point. So if you're on your purpose, which you should be, and you should be working hard as well and pushing yourself, doing being the best you can be the best you. Now the issue is, I mean, for me, I've never been as productive as I've been this year. And every year I'm more productive than I was the year before, but this year in particular, I've been on it. Even down to maybe half hour of YouTube. That's all I'll watch each night, and that's only when I'm eating my tea. When I first started the YouTube, I wasn't even doing that. I was literally writing notes for my next video with one hand and eating with the other. I wasn't sleeping either. I was literally up all night. I've got another idea, better write that one down. I was on it. So I'm glad that calmed down, to be fair. But I have been pushing myself a lot, and it's the same when I've got the kids on the weekends. I haven't seen them all week, so I want to entertain them. I want to do stuff. I want to give my all to my kids, because I've not seen them all week. I've missed them. So with that said, I don't have a day off. I've not had a day off. And I was knackered. Burnout. That's what it was. I had burnt myself out. And the issue with that is, you look back on, say, the video I've just done, it was dog shit. Why was it dog shit? Because I was a zombie. I was an absolute zombie. So you got to pay attention to your body. And I expected it was going to come. I did. But the issue was, I knew it was going to come, but I thought, I want to ride that momentum. This is the most productive I've ever been. Just keep going, because if you stop, we're going to have a drama. It's going to be harder to get back on it. And maybe part of me was a bit concerned about that, so it was just a case of just keep going for as long as you can, till the wheels fall off. And did they fall off? Yes, they did. So like getting back to work, what I'd normally get done in a day, it was taking me a day and a half, and dragging my feet, start my back playing up. And then it's the knock-on effect, because I haven't rested. Your body, your mind, it does need to rest. It's productive. Sometimes doing nothing, like the title, sometimes doing nothing is productive. And a good example of this, I always remember somebody was asking Bruce Lee. He says, "Oh, are you busy such and such a time?" And he said, "Yeah, I am." And then the guy who was talking to, I'm butchering this, I know I am.
Yep.
But my point is, the guy anyway found out that Bruce Lee was doing nothing. And he said, "Yeah, I'm busy doing nothing." He made time for doing absolutely nothing. I mean, it was probably more meditation or whatever he was doing. But the point is, doing nothing is vital sometimes, which I learnt the hard way. So, for a couple of weeks, I was only going to the gym once a week because I didn't have the energy. And I found I was starting to procrastinate a bit. Like I say, struggling with work. And yeah, it was all going slightly tits up. So I knew I needed to take a bit of time off work. So, I mean, I took the Friday off and just cracked on with this, really. And then I had a couple of evenings where I just didn't do anything. I'm just going to put my feet up, sit and watch the telly, kill some brain cells. And I tell you all, don't do these things, but everything is moderation. By all means, enjoy Netflix, enjoy YouTube, enjoy my content, of course. Always make time for that. But yeah, don't burn out. Listen to your body. When you feel you're not working at your peak level, you're probably tired. And of course, some days we're going to be tired anyway. But obviously, there's a difference between being a bit tired, a bit knackered, and burnout, where it's messing everything up. And it was, I was getting in a mood. I was getting a bit ratty, getting a bit short with people. Bit of road rage. I mean, you know what I mean? Definitely not at my best. And watching that video that I just sent out, whenever, the previous one to this one anyway, and I recorded that at the same time I did another one as well. Can't remember what that one was, but that one, I remember watching that one back, editing that one. It was like I was sending myself to sleep. I was thinking, Jesus, I could send a glass eye to sleep. I could, with them two videos in particular anyway. I thought, this ain't good. If I'm going to carry on down this, all my videos are just going to go. The editing's going to be dog shit. The delivery is going to be shit. And no one's going to want to watch. So I made a conscious decision. I took the Friday off. Get myself right at least. Help me back a bit anyway. And then power through. But now I'm taking a few days off this week coming. And I'm going to have me time. Bit of me time. I think I need it. And already I'm feeling better anyway. But I need to get back into the meditation, things like that. Go out in nature. I haven't gone for a walk just to clear my mind in a while. And it's, there's been a lot going on. So if this is you as well, and say you're pushing yourself to the absolute max, and you're getting frustrated with yourself because you're thinking, hang on a minute, I'm putting all this in, I'm getting worse, I'm not getting better, chances are you are on your way to burnout, or you have burnt yourself out. Don't feel guilty about taking a bit of time off. And this, I think it was part of my issue, was that level of guilt, thinking, well, I can't take a day off, I've got to be on it, I would lead by example. But what sort of example would I be setting? Working myself to the ground. Not a very good one. So King D is going to have a few days off next week. I'm still going to be doing my YouTube, don't you worry about that. But I'm going to have some fun as well, and I'm going to put my feet up a little bit and do a bit of nothing. Get back to some meditation, which I have neglected recently. I know, shame on me, but there's just not enough hours in the day. And if I'm ever going to cut anything out of my life for time, it tends to be meditation. And it shouldn't be. I know that. Well, hey ho. And with all that said, I know I'm rambling on this one. I didn't write any notes. I'm just talking dog shit. But I'm sure I'll make it work when I edit it. So to cut however long this video is going to be when I've edited it, cut it down to short, and to recap, basically, doing nothing can be productive. Sometimes you've got to. You need to recharge your batteries. You're not Superman. And when you watch these guys like The Rock, who tells you he gets up at 4 o'clock every morning, does a 100-mile bike ride and walks on his hands for an hour, and then he's in the gym 5 times a day, 8 days a week. He's talking bollocks. And I think listening to people that these unrealistic sort of shit they're feeding you, I do this, that and the other to stay motivated and all this, that and the other, chances are they're feeding you a load of bollocks. They're just trying to look good. I mean, don't get me wrong, the amount I've pushed myself, I wouldn't have reached as far as I had this year to get to the burnout. I wouldn't have gotten that far before burnout had I not pushed myself so much the year before. So it's, you're training your body and your mind, whatever it is you're doing, which for me, my work and the gym, very physically demanding. But then the YouTube and work to a degree as well, and other things in my life is mental. Do you know what I mean? So I'm burnt them both out, to be fair. And I'm totally getting off point there anyway. I rambled far too much. I hope you get the point anyway. So like the video, and like it because I had a little bit more energy, a bit more upbeat today. Drop us a comment, why not? And subscribe if you haven't already. And do tell your friends. I appreciate every one of you watching. In fact, drop us a comment just so I can see who you are. I read all my comments and I try and respond to them all as well. And do tell your friends, because then we get more people involved. And the more people involved, the more it's going to reach out to more people. And then we can really get the ball rolling. And when I start making money out of this, I can start putting even more time into this. And the videos can be way better. I can put more time and effort into this, which is what I want to do. That's the end goal. But we got to get there. Unfortunately, this ain't going to pay the bills. Not yet. And I've got mouths to feed, including my own, which is a big one. So with all that said anyway, be the best you. And do it for you. Cheers.